Help me be bold for you. And when you do this, I'm telling you, when you make a bold move of faith, you take your faith to the next level. You level up. If your faith is stale or you're not doing this, pray the prayer we're going to pray at the end of this service, and then listen to what the Lord has to say. If your faith is stale and it's not moving and it's just kind of whatever, pray the prayer we're going to pray at the end of service and see if God doesn't give you something to do. In fact, this place is here because of boldness. This place is here because of boldness on multiple parties. When we were sitting here, when I was sitting in La Plata, I was at a mega church in La Plata. I was the campus pastor there. God called me to Fredericksburg. And everybody thought I was crazy. And we come here. And we finally made the decision. Leah and I make the decision. First of all, just getting out of the Marine Corps and not going into the Secret Service and deciding to go into ministry, not quite as lucrative, in case you were wondering. But going into the ministry, bold move. Coming down here when I had everything comfortable in Maryland, bold move. And then this church, I got to tell you, this church, the leaders here, the previous leader that I was here with, Pastor Brad, and the board that was here when I first came here, the boldness it took for them to take a bet on a 28-year-old guy that walks in the door and says, we're going to take the whole city for Jesus. And we're going to make a difference, right? And then they sat in the board and they said yes. And the church gathering together when they had their first business meeting and saying, do we want to hire Brandon? They didn't even let me in the room. They didn't even have me in the room. They had me wait outside so that it wouldn't swing a vote any way, one way or another. And unanimously, they said, this is the direction we want to go. That's bold. That's bold. And then the leadership of New Post, when we became New Post, gathering together at FCS with only 50 people coming on Sundays. We looked at each other and we said, this is getting real hard. And they're like, yeah, it is, because nobody knows we're here. We're the church in the woods. We got property out on Route 17. What if? And we all got together and we prayed about it. And we said, what if we just try it? What if we just go out there? What if we just swing for the fences? What's going to happen? What might God do? And we prayed about it. We came together and we said unanimously, I think that's the decision we're going to make. And with 50 people, we started a building project that we could not pay for. We started a building project that started to build a building that we could not fill. 50 people would not have filled this building. But now look at it. Now look at last week and what God's doing in this place.